stop. If you're about to sign a seafarer contract, you need to watch this first.
Seriously, because in 2026, you have more power to negotiate than ever before. And we're about to show you exactly how to use it.
Most seafarers, and you might be one of them, leave thousands of dollars on the table. But not anymore.
Nope, not after today. Welcome to Mariner Pro, the channel where we turn complex maritime rules into real career profit. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Captain Jack.
And we're here to give you the tools you need to protect your career.
And trust us, you are really going to want to stick around for this one.
Now, in our last explainer, we covered the 9 major contract red flags you have to avoid. Today, we're going even deeper. Oh yeah, we are giving you the complete negotiation framework. We're talking real copy-paste scripts you can use, leverage points, and the confidence you need to get much better contract terms. And it all comes down to this one number. The entire reason this is possible is because 2026 is facing a massive worldwide officer shortage of over 90,000.
Let me put that plainly. Companies need you more than you need them.
That's right. So it is time to start using that power. Let's make sure every single seafarer out there understands the leverage they have right now.
Okay, so let's quickly run through our empowerment journey for today. First, we're going to get you into the new negotiation mindset. Then, we'll cover your 4 essential preparation steps. After that, Jack's going to walk us through the 5-step negotiation framework with the exact scripts. And of course, we'll tackle that critical question, what if they say no? And finally, we'll wrap it all up with the final pre-signing checklist. And hey, before we dive in, drop a comment below. Have you ever tried to negotiate your seafarer contract before? Just type yes or no. We're really curious to see where everyone stands on this. Okay, Jack, let's start with the biggest question on everyone's mind. Can seafarers actually negotiate their contracts? I mean, isn't it just a take it or leave it kind of deal?
That is a great question, Sarah, and it's honestly where most seafarers get it completely wrong. Your contract is not set in stone. The truth is, companies expect you to negotiate. It's just a normal part of the hiring process.
Really? Even for the more junior ranks?
Yes, even for junior ranks. Now, obviously, a chief engineer has a bit more leverage than a deck cadet, but everyone can negotiate something. You have to remember, if you don't ask, you don't get.
Wow. Okay, so what exactly is on the table? What can you negotiate?
Just about everything. Your base salary, your overtime rates, the contract duration, leave periods. You can even negotiate for training sponsorship, sign-on bonuses, and yes, even better internet access.
Wait, hold on. Even the contract length?
Especially the contract length. If they offer you a 10-month contract, but you really want a 6-month rotation, you can absolutely ask for that.
I want everyone to remember this one sentence. Burn it into your brain. The contract they give you is their first offer, not their best offer. Okay, I'm convinced. I are ready to negotiate. So what's the first thing I do?
Whoa, hold on a second. The negotiation actually starts before you ever talk to the company. Your preparation is everything. Knowledge is power here.
Preparation? How do you mean?
It comes down to 4 critical steps. Step 1, you have to research the market rates. Step 2, you need to know your own value. Step 3, identify your absolute non-negotiables. And maybe most important, step 4, get the written offer first.
Okay, let's break that down a bit. Where do I even find these market rates?
Great question. Your first stop should be the International Transport Workers Federation, or the ITF. They publish what are called collective bargaining agreements, or CBAs, that set out minimum pay rates by rank. You can look up the ITF IMEX CBA or the Uniform TCC agreement. Think of those as your benchmarks.
And what about the absolute legal minimum wage?
Good catch. The absolute floor is set by the International Labor Organization, or ILO. As of January 1st, 2026, the minimum monthly basic wage for an able seafarer is set at $690. Any offer below that could actually be illegal under the Maritime Labor Convention, or MLC 2006. So $690 is the bare minimum, but you should always be aiming much higher.
And now for what I think is the most important preparation step of all, the golden rule. Get the full written offer first. Never, ever negotiate based on a phone call or a verbal promise alone.
Why is that so important?
Because verbal promises offer you 0 legal protection. They're worth nothing. You need to request the full written contract, including the CBA if there is one, so you can sit down and review all of the terms, not just the salary. All right, I've done my homework. I have the written offer sitting right in front of me. Now what? Jack, I'll be honest, this is the part that makes me really nervous.
And that's totally normal, but don't be. This is where we use the 5-step negotiation framework. The best part is, these steps work whether you're negotiating over email, on the phone, or face-to-face. And I'm going to give you the exact script. Ready to do this?
Okay, yes, ready.
Okay, step 1, acknowledge and appreciate. You always start on a positive note. You're trying to build a bridge, not a wall. You want them to want to work with you. So here's the script. Thank you so much for the offer. I'm genuinely excited about the opportunity to join your company. I've reviewed the terms carefully, and I just have a few points I'd like to discuss to make sure we're fully aligned.
I like that. It's really professional, not aggressive at all.
Exactly. It just opens the door for collaborative discussion. Now, step 2 is to ask clarifying questions. Before you jump in with a counteroffer, get more information. It shows you're thorough. You can ask things like, could you please clarify how the overtime is calculated? Or, does this contract fall under a specific CBA I can review? You'd be surprised what these questions can uncover.
Okay, step 3. This is where you present your counteroffer, but you do it with data. Use facts, not feelings. Here's how it sounds. Based on the current ITF scales for my rank, and also considering my 10 years of experience and specialized certifications, it looks like the market rate is approximately X. With that in mind, would you be able to adjust the base salary to Y? Whoa, that's really strong. You're backing up your request with actual data. Precisely. It turns your ask into a logical business case. You're giving them the justification they need to say yes.
But what if they just can't budge on the salary? What if they say no?
Then you move to step 4, bundle your requests. This is where you trade. You don't just demand. Give them options. Give them other ways to say yes. You could say something like, I understand if the base salary is fixed. If that's the case, would you be open to considering an increase in the overtime rate, adding a sign-on bonus, or perhaps sponsoring my next certification?
Ah, I see. So you're staying flexible, but you're still getting more value out of the deal.
That's it. You have to know what matters most to you. Is it cash in hand, or maybe more time at home? And you negotiate from there.
Okay, and what's the final step? Step 5? Step 5 is simple, but it is absolutely critical. Get it in writing. The moment they agree to any changes, you confirm them, always. A written contract is legally enforceable under MLC 2006, and it protects you from any misunderstandings down the line. Never, ever sign anything until you see that final, updated contract with all the changes you agreed to.
Okay, so let's talk about the worst case scenario. What if you do all this and they just say no to everything? Even then, you still have 2 power moves left. First, you can propose alternatives. You could ask for something like an early performance review after 3 months with a guaranteed salary increase if you meet your goals, or maybe better internet packages for your family. And if they still won't negotiate on anything,
then that's a huge red flag, right?
It's a massive red flag. A company that is totally unwilling to even discuss terms might have some other serious issues. In that case, you have to be willing to walk away. Trust your gut. Okay, everyone watching, let us know what you would do. Drop a comment if a company refused to negotiate a single thing. Would you sign or would you walk away? Let's see what you think. Okay, you've made it through the negotiation, you've got the terms you want, but before you pick up that pen to sign, we have one final checklist. Think of this as your last line of defense.
Let's hear it. Hit us with it.
First, review every single clause. One more time, check for those 9 red flags we talked about in our other explainer.
Compare the final offer against the latest CBA line by line.
If you are even slightly unsure about anything, seek advice. Talk to a union rep or an IFTF inspector.
Never, ever sign under pressure. Tell them you need 24 hours to review it.
And finally, always keep a signed original copy for your own records and keep it safe.
Remember, your signature is your commitment. You have to be 100% sure.
Okay, let's do a quick recap. You now have the 5-step framework: acknowledge and appreciate, ask clarifying questions, counter with data, bundle your requests, and get it all in writing. You know your leverage in 2026. You have the actual scripts you can use. You are ready.
The bottom line is this. With a massive officer shortage, good shipping companies are competing for you. You do not have to just accept the first offer that slides across the table. Your skills, your experience, they have real, tangible value. You need to demand terms that reflect that. If this explainer gave you the confidence and the tools you need, please share it with your shipmates. Every single seafarer deserves to know their power.
And let us know in the comments, what is the #1 thing you are going to negotiate on your very next contract?
And for more on contract protection, including a deep dive into those 9 critical red flags you must avoid, make sure you subscribe to Mariner Pro.
Fair winds, everyone, and negotiate with confidence.